you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah, look, alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf?
Hey y'all, how are you? Happy Thursday. What's mackin'? How you crack-a-lackin'? How you crack-a-lackin'? What's maggin'? And look, y'all. Look. I'm back. In all my lit glory. So this way when he turns off the lights on me, I can see my stuff, right? It has been embellished and beautified. Shout out to K. Marie and Stormy. And I will shout them out again when they come in here because they're basically responsible for the design of, or the redesign of the infamous bra. So yeah, this is a bow ebony and this is a poinsettia for the holidays. Yeah. So yeah, all of that. And this is a big ass bow that came on the bra. And of course you all see the bra still fits the same as it did last week. If you did not see last week's show with Malik Stone, you missed one for the books, though you can watch it on video on demand because it's definitely one to see. We had a lot of fun. He is a bow expert and a maker's mark expert and an expert on a whole bunch of stuff, I suppose. You know, all of that. Hey, Outlaw. Hey, Psalmist. How are you? Welcome in. And yeah, the bra has been redone. It has been refashioned, upcycled, all of that, right? All of that. Yeah, the bra, the bra, all of that. It has been redone. So yeah, this is what it looks like now. So it has been lit and ribboned and all of that stuff. So what's going on, y'all? Happy holidays. What y'all got going on? Who's done all their Christmas shopping? I have. I can officially say I've done all my Christmas shopping. I've not done all my Christmas baking because I do a lot of baking during the holidays that I mail to people. And I have 2 packages to mail tomorrow. So I will be baking tonight after the show. But I have mailed most of it. So, yes. What? Psalmist. You said you hope I get to unleash. I hope I do too. Thank you, Psalmist. Thank you for your wishes. I appreciate them. Yeah, so I hope I do too. So Psalmist said all the good children and nephew will have their gifts by Saturday. Okay. All right, the godchildren, sorry. Hey, Malik, how are you? Malik, look, the bra has been refashioned. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all see this? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. glowing in the dark and everything. See, Malik, if you had been here, this is what you would have got this time, right? The lights and all of it. Malik, I will be trying the whiskey that you gifted me with today, the original Irving. So I'm really excited about that. And, actually, I think I'm going to just go ahead and get into that, right? Because you gave your review of it. So I think that I should pour up a little bit and give my review of it. So I'm kind of doing now, I realize that every show I do like a review of the things that happened on the last show or things that happened last week. I don't know. It's just a review. Sort of like when you were in school and, before you got ready to take the quiz, you had a review. So that's what we're doing. We are doing a review. Hey, Lainey Star, how you doing today? So last week for the lovely bras, garnishes, all of that show and fancy stuff, Malik was here. He was my guest. He is our resident bra expert. He gifted me with something, and this is it. This is the bottle that he gifted me with. This is whiskey, and it is called the Original Irving. I really like the bottle. I like kind of the slickness, I guess, of the bottle. I like the black and gold, kind of the way that it looks. This is a Black-owned brand. And I did some research on it. And I'm going to tell you, I couldn't find out a whole lot, but I found out enough. So let me tell you a little bit about it. A little bit. What I did find out. So it is 90 proof. So when we taste this and I'm drunk or tipsy, because I don't get drunk, but tipsy, y'all know why, because it's 90 proof. It's aged 2 years, and they have a special process. After they age it, they filter it through these slightly toasted oak chips for flavor. The gentleman who started it, his name is Timothy Irving Jr., and he drew inspiration from his family's history of making moonshine during the late 60s here in Georgia. But this comes out of Durham, North Carolina. Cost point on it is about $30, $35. And best I can ascertain, I'll say, is that I think it came out around 2021 because I couldn't find a lot of definitive information on kind of the birth date or the start date. So I'm going to pour some of this up. We're going to just go ahead and kick it off with this. Now, Malik, you told me that you thought this was, you said it was a little strong. Am I recalling correctly? If I am, please put that in the chat because I think that's what you said, that you thought it was just a little bit strong. So we're going to see. I'm going to see what I think. Hey, Blue Majesty, how you doing? Thank you for your resub. Happy 2 months. I appreciate you. So, Blue Majesty, I am about to try the Original Irving, which is a Black-owned whiskey. So, anyway, here we go. We're going to try it. Ooh, that gurgle. I like that gurgle. I don't know. It's something about that. So I'm going to nose it, which means I'm going to smell it and see what does it smell like. Okay, so very pleasant. First of all, a very soft type of aroma to it. I smell chocolate. And I smell a little bit of fruit. That's the way that I would describe it. I am not going to say it smells like liquor, like my guest that was on here last week. You know, the one whose name starts with an M, ends with a K, has a rock in it, and is a resident bra expert. I'm not going to say that. So anyway. Okay, so cheers. And those are his pronouns. Okay. I don't know. I might have to have another swig of that. because I'm not sure I'm not really sure exactly what I'm thinking and feeling. Now I got the Kentucky hug, which is the burn right here at the throat. And I said throat. Hey Stormy, how you doing? Stormy is one of the people responsible for this lovely bra redesign. Shout out, Stormy. Look at that. Look at that. K. Marie is the other person. So when she comes in here, she'll get a shout out too. All right. So this is a little strong, is the way that I would describe it. It's definitely got a burn and a kick to it. Now the thing is, I can kind of see this being tasty in a cocktail where maybe some of this strength, I'll say, this fortitude that it has might be disguised. But honestly, when I drank this, I could feel this throughout my whole body. I feel like it went down. I could feel it in my back, down my legs. I mean, this kind of had a lot going on there. Like, it wasn't just a Kentucky hug on the throat. I could feel this in my body, like way down in my insides and in my bones. That's how it felt to me. So yeah, this is hey Psalmist, how you doing? This is strong. This has some strength to it. It is like a warrior whiskey. That's the way that I would describe it. Now, it does not taste rough to me though. It tastes very smooth, but it's strong. But in a cocktail, I could see this being very good. I'm going to encourage you to go to their website. And again, this is called the Original Irving Whiskey. Go to their website. First of all, the website looks really, really sleek. And they had some really good recipes on there. And there's a couple on there that I might try, like for future shows, because they sounded really good to me. So yeah, I'm going to say on a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give this I want to give it a 4. And I'm going to say I want to give it a 4 just based on the taste, the smell. I'm going to give it a 4. But it's not for me, if that makes sense. It's not one that I would choose to just drink neat or on the rocks. In a cocktail, I could see it being very, very good. But I'm going to give it a 4 because it's only aged 2 years, but it's not a toddler whiskey. I was kind of thinking it might be, but it's not flash aged or anything like that. 2 years. I am kind of tasting the toast that they're saying these chips provide. And I could see it being really good in a cocktail. But I could also see you drinking this and this knocking you on your ass, you being drunk. I could see that too. So yeah, all of that. Hey, Uncle Diddy, how you doing? So I'm so glad Uncle Diddy came in here because part of my review today is about Uncle Diddy. If y'all didn't tap in this morning and check out Uncle Diddy, you missed a thing or two. Because Uncle Diddy today was uncling and Diddying, okay? He has this character called Franz, and Franz is an international yodeling superstar. Yes, that is what I said, an international yodeling superstar. And Franz knows all these celebrities. He has hobnobbed with people. And today, Franz had on a pink, and I did say pink, or maybe I should say fuchsia, because fuchsia would be more accurate for the color, fur coat. Had on his Gucci shades. He had on his purple wig. I mean, he was doing something. His coat was pink. It's sort of like drinks. You know, I'm talking about holiday drinks. His coat was pink. So he did something today. He really did something. But besides just, his appearance, he did something really fantastic for his community today. And that was he did a number of giveaways to his community. And what he did was he took all of the people that, come into his stream regularly, and he gave out all types of gift cards, all types of gifts. There were other people in the community that gifted, that gave away products and services. I mean, it was fantastic. Now, when he got on the stream, and if y'all know Uncle Diddy, he always says this, we ain't going to be here long, y'all. We ain't going to be here long. And then 4 hours later, he's still on. Today was about 6 hours, I think. Uncle Diddy, you tell us how long was Franz on today? And it was a hell of a stream. But I want to give a shout out to Uncle Diddy because he rewarded his community. And this is a thought that I have. A lot of times, like, when you think about companies like, the cable company or whoever, they always want to do something special for like the new customers, like the first timers that sign up. Oh, you get this if you sign up. But what about the people that have been supporting you, right? What about the people that have been there? So he gets the Strange clap for doing that. And he gets a real clap too for doing that and rewarding his community. So Uncle Diddy, shout out to you. Can they watch it? Is it on demand? They can go back and see some of it. I hope they can. If they okay, they can't. Okay, because I'm being informed that you do not do the VODs. Okay, gotcha. But I do understand that maybe, just maybe, I might have a little teeny tiny clip, possibly. Oh, and Salma says they clipped the mess out of it. Okay. But do I have a teeny tiny clip, possibly, that could be showed of Franz today? Is that a possibility? Okay. Y'all just stand by for that. Because you really want to see this, okay? I really want y'all to see this. So
in the hood. Some of y'all may remember it because I remember vividly seeing some of y'all here. So real quick, turn me up. Let's vibe out with my first single that's actually double platinum right now. Let's get it, all right? Vibe with me. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go, chat. Hold up. Yodeling.
If y'all missed it, you missed it. And if you have Uncle Diddy's Franz emote, please throw it up in the chat, because did y'all see them lashes though? Them lashes was lashing. They was lashing out at the world. And I'm going to admit that I clipped that. Okay, I did clip that. And I sent it to K-Lock really as a joke. And I was like, hey, can we show this on the stream? And I was really kidding, honestly. But he took the time and the effort to make sure that it could be part of my stream. So thank you for that, K-Lock. I know I didn't communicate effectively, and I apologize for that. But I really was joking. But I'm glad you all got to see it, because that just gives you all an idea of Unc. You know, Uncle Diddy is something. He's a whole thing, okay? Let's give him a shout out, please. Make sure you all follow him. He is on in the morning. He comes on at 10 o'clock. Unc, please put your schedule in there. Just, I want you to put it in there officially. But he's a gamer. He shows movies, but he is just a funny ass dude. He has all these characters and wigs, and he's going to come back on my show. He's been on my show, but he's going to come back on my show, and we're going to go through some wardrobe changes and shit. We're going to have fun, because I got a purple wig just like the one Franz had on today. So we're going to have some fun with that next year. So please, please make sure that you follow Uncle Diddy because you do not want to miss him. And besides just being, a funny ass streamer, a great gamer, just a cool dude, I had the pleasure of having lunch with he and Auntie Diddy dinner yesterday. And we've had dinner several times and we have enjoyed each other's company several times. And he is just a dope ass dude. Okay. He is so much fun to hang out with. Auntie is too. We always have a good time. And I just want to say to both of them, I love you. I appreciate you. You all have been nothing but an addition in my life. You all always show me love. I appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you for everything you do for me personally and everything you do for the community. All the good that you do is not unnoticed and it is not unappreciated. So I just want to say that to y'all. And y'all please follow Diddy so that you can see Franz and all of the rest of the characters, Baby Diddy. It's so much fun over there. It's such a vibe. So y'all make sure that you follow him. And Psalmist has all of the clips, and there is a sneaker stream tomorrow. He collects sneakers. Y'all saw all of those sneakers behind him, right? Those are his sneakers and hats. But tomorrow he is going to be showing Auntie Diddy's sneaker collection because she has an extensive collection too. So that's going to be exciting. So if you're a sneakerhead, you want to make sure that you're in there tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST, okay? And I know a lot of you all are already following him, but make sure that you are because I think that that's going to be a whole lot of fun. And like I said, he's just a vibe. So there were some other things that happened this past weekend. Hey, Keith, how are you? This past weekend, there was a country Christmas raid train, and it was sponsored by me, Brown Whiskey Woman. I curated the event. Of course, the DJs do all of the heavy lifting. So on that raid train, we had Ebony ATL, who is in the chat. Shout out, Eb. Eb did a great job of mixing like country Christmas songs and ATL, like, jams. I mean, it was dope. She kicked it off. We went over to Club Fro. We had DJ Brax. We had OE. That is the flyer up there now. We had Vansdale and we had DJ Lockdown. First of all, I just want to say every single one of these DJs brought it. They brought it, y'all. And I applaud them. They get the Strange clap and the real clap because they stepped out of the box and they had a good ass time with it. And I really appreciate them because there were people that I asked and some people told me no. They were like, no, I don't do country. That's perfectly fine. But these DJs brought it and I really appreciate them for it. So I am a fan of country music. And part of the reason why I put this raid train together is because A, I'm a fan and I wanted us to do something a little bit different on Twitch because we've been on here like 3 or 4 years and I'm like, okay, we've been doing this, we've been doing that, but I really like to do things that are different and unique. So even though I am a country music fan, of course, I've not heard every country song, but there were 2 songs that were played in particular that I had never heard, but they were very, very interesting songs. So if you all were part of that raid train, you will remember that OE played a song called Coochie and Cornbread. That is the name of it, Coochie and Cornbread. Fro played a song called Puss in Boots. Now, we are going to play these songs and I want you all to listen to the lyrics because these lyrics are deep. Now, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your husband because these are not lyrics for the faint at heart. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you might want your wife or your husband to hear this. I don't know. Just saying. But anyway, aside, your children, maybe not. Okay. Your young kids, you might not want them to hear this, but I want going to play these songs for you all, and I want you all to really listen to these lyrics because these lyrics are something. And at first I was going to do just like a snippet, but then I was like, no, we got to listen to the whole damn thing because I want them to hear these lyrics. So let's start with Coochie and Cornbread, courtesy of OE, because if y'all know anything about OE does all types of stuff. He wears coconut bras and he's done all manner of things, but he played this song. He didn't have on assless chaps or anything like that, just had on his cowboy hat, but he played this song, Coochie and Cornbread. So I want y'all to hear that one first. So if we can play that one, and again, listen to these lyrics. Get into these lyrics, y'all. Okay, y'all ready for this? Let's do it.
Did this.
Hey, sometimes you can be the woman in your life that you just can't let go. The whole world wondering what she doing to you while you can't let her go. But they just don't know. I done had my share of different women, y'all. Some young and some old. Some young and some old. But it's something about this one, y'all. She do something to my soul. Every time I try to leave, I'm always running back. I even better please when she won't take me back. My friends, they judge me. My family do too. But they don't understand all the things this woman do. She feed me coochie and cornbread. Soon as I walk through the door. She feed me coochie and cornbread. That's why I can't let her go. That's why I can't let her go. They say blood way thicker than water. I tell them that coochie is too. They don't understand the way she made me feel, y'all. And all the things that she do. She rock me like a baby when we off in them sheets. This woman drive me crazy, but she bring me so much peace. My friends, they judge me. My family do too. But they don't understand all the things this woman do. She feed me coochie and cornbread. Soon as I walk through the door. She feed me coochie and cornbread. That's why I can't let her go. That's why I can't let her go. Oh yeah, yeah. Why I can't let her go.
So, what y'all think about that? And hello to K. Marie and Fran. How are you? K. Marie is the person responsible for the lights on the bra. Thank you, K. Marie, for the idea. So Stormy and K. Marie are my bra redesign designers. Okay, they upped it. So yes, thank you to both of you all. But yeah, what do y'all? Okay, so I'm gonna say may or may not have used cornbread in such a fashion. But what are you? We're about to see the lights on the bra a lot. Well, I mean, I figure, hey, he can see me in the dark, right? If it's dark, if I'm not bright enough, he can find everything. Because I mean, shit, all of this is out. We didn't already talked about this bra, how it don't cover nothing, like it's major spillage, right? But anyway, as long as you vote for them to be my stylist in 2024, I'm with it. Like, I saw K. Marie the other day and she was like, Lisa, you should get some lights. I was like, oh, girl, yes, some lights. And Stormy was like, get a whole new bra. I was like, well, I can redesign this bra. And so I worked on it and this is what I came up with. Yeah, lit nips. Exactly. That's it. But anyway, back to the song. So what y'all think about that? That whole coochie and cornbread. I had never heard that song ever. Locke, what's the artist's name again? I forgot. Who is it by? I forgot that part. It's E something or something. I can't remember. But anyway, what do y'all, it's a lit shelf. What do y'all think about them lyrics? Coochie and cornbread. That's a country song. Y'all know country songs, they be coming up with some shit for you, right? Like we think like, you know, just regular R&B and all of that, they come up with something, but yeah, Stormy said it sounds like a decent meal, protein, carbs. I think it works. I agree. I mean, men, what y'all think? You know, what y'all think about that? Coochie and cornbread. I mean, women, what y'all think? What, you know, it don't sound like a bad diet to me, you know. Uncle Diddy said, is butter involved? If you like butter on your cornbread, I say yes. You know, put some butter on the cornbread. So, yeah. Satisfying meal. So, yeah, OE played that. Okay. So, then Fro played this other song. It was called Puss in Boots. So I want y'all to listen to that one because the lyrics are equally as provocative. Is that the right word? Is that an appropriate word for me to use describing these songs? I don't know. But yeah. Malik said you can't go wrong if both are moist, butter on the cornbread, honey everywhere. Why the hell not? I figured let's just go ahead and kick off the stream like this because this is where we're going to wind up anyway, right? We're going to end up here. So let's just start off here. That's what I thought with this review. So let's listen to song number 2, which is called Puss in Boots. Hey, Fudge, thank you. Happy 12 months. I appreciate you. Let's hear the second song, Puss in Boots. And can I just say this guy has a whole catalog of shit that sounds just like this that is interesting. So, Locke, did I miss it? Did you put the artist for the first song? Okay, because if you didn't, okay, you did. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. E-Realist. That's his name. Coochie and Cornbread, E-Realist. Add that to your playlist, y'all. Okay, sorry, I missed that. But let's listen to the second one. It is called Puss in Boots. Okay, so let's listen to that. Fudge, you right on time. Thank you. Be hard at that. So what y'all think about that one? And when I tell y'all this man has a whole catalog of such songs, and somebody commented that, of course, K-Lock would be the person to find the 2 versions of the video. I'm not really going to comment on that. I'm just going to say he said they're on YouTube and it's 2 versions. It's a censored and an uncensored one. I encourage you to check out both of them because that's what we do here. We are both 8th graders and 12th graders some days. So go ahead and check it out. Feel free, right? And feel free to check out this man's catalog, okay? Because he has a whole bunch of stuff. Like, what is the name of the album, K-Log? What's the name of the album? One of the names of the album is obscene. But you know, you get the gist of it. He can drop it in there. But yeah, they're all middle school worthy. But Fro played that song. The first song OE played. I don't know where the hell they found this shit. Hey, the Mrs. Sweet Tea. I don't know where they found them, but they found them. So I just want to say this. The Country Raid Train, in my eyes, was a success. Okay. Just on those 2 songs alone. Because I had never heard those songs, but all the DJs did a great job mixing Christmas music, country music, classics, shit like that. You know, I don't know if we would consider those classics, but whatever it is, yeah, that's yeah. Okay, the greatest hits album is FUB. That's it. We'll just go with that. So yeah, obviously they had too much time on their hands, but yes, that is the kind of 8th grade shenanigans that we do over here. And on that note, I have a few new emotes, and we have one that is the Tricks Rabbit. because we are kids. So everybody throw up the Tricks Rabbit emote if you sub to me, just to prove that we are all on one accord. We touch and agree. Throw up the Tricks emote because we're all 8th graders up in here and we enjoyed those songs, did we not? Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, Les Nice, how are you? That's my cuz, y'all. My real cousin, like in real life cousin. What's up, girl? So yeah, there we go. But anyway, Silly Rabbit tricks are for kids. So that was Country Christmas. I may do it again. I don't know. I got a lot of really, really great feedback from it. So I just want to say thank you to all of you who tuned in, all of the DJs that participated. And thank you for those lovely songs, Puss in Boots and Coochie and Cornbread, because I learned some things and I hope that y'all did too. So there you have it. Ebony Club Fro, DJ Brax, who dressed up, by the way, and was in full character with a country accent and the whole nine. O.E. Vansdale and Lockdown. I mean, y'all did a phenomenal job. So thank you so much for that. So I appreciate you. And yeah, y'all, Country Christmas. Let's do it again real soon. Real soon. Maybe it won't be a country Christmas, but it'll be a country something else. Em says she needs his replay on a pontoon. Yes, he was on a pontoon. You could probably hear banjo music playing, Deliverance. I don't know, but it was. So anyway, love you too, cuz more. So today, let me tell you what I'm going to tell you about so you know what we're going to talk about, and I can tell you what we're going to talk about, and then you know what we're talking about. Holiday drinks. I say holiday drinks because I am going to be concocting some stuff, so that's why I'm calling them drinks instead of drinks, with bourbon cream and some Jim Beam cinnamon flavored whiskey, which I've talked about Jim Beam cinnamon whiskey before. And you know, I'm going to be doing some stuff. So part of me concocting these things, right, has to do with, you know, the holidays. And then we're going to talk about some snacks. I got some snacks I'm going to be trying, right? But my final part of the review, if you all missed last week, I told you that DJ Malik Stone was on here. So before we get into all of that, he gifted me with this lovely bottle. Right? I told you all that of the original Irving whiskey that I've been sipping on. And I'm going to tell y'all, the more I sip on it, the better it tastes. Okay. But if you all missed last week, I have a picture, right? Well, I didn't take the picture, but there is a picture that's floating out there that I think just basically epitomizes the whole show. It's like, surmises it. It's a summation. It just says it all. Y'all want to see it? Let's show it. Like to hear it? Here it go. It was friggin' hilarious, okay? He cried real tears. Okay? So just go back and watch it. That's all I can say. So we're going to get into what we're doing today. I'm going to be concocting some drinks, right? And we're going to be eating some snacks. I got a bunch of stuff. We're going to be using Bourbon Cream. I know y'all probably have a field day with that. Jim Beam cinnamon, Godiva chocolate. I'm going to be making up some shit as I go along. I don't really even have names for these cocktails a lot of times that I create, but I did call this one the cinnamon cream cocktail because I thought that was interesting rather. Peppermint cream shots, chocolate shots, a whole lot of stuff. We got some snacks that we're going to try. And I'm thinking first I was going to make the drinks first, but I'm thinking let's do the snacks first. Malik said he spat out a bit of his drink. I thought let's do the snacks first, then we'll take a break. We'll do the discussion slide, and then I will go and get the things to do the drinks. Okay, y'all good with that? Because you see I got a lot of snacks in there. So these are all like bourbon related or whiskey related snacks, and I thought that this would be really, really fun. So the first one is called Bourbon Crunch, and it says with a splash of vanilla. And I got this at World Market. I think this was about $7 for the bag. And I've actually tried this on the stream before, right? But I thought it was worthy of trying again on the stream. So, and listen, don't talk about me if I have food in my teeth after I try all these snacks. Whatever, y'all. I'm trying these snacks for the benefit of y'all. And I'm going to rate the snacks. So this one I have had before. And it's pretty good. And it says, oh shit, let me put on my glasses. How about that? That way I'll be able to tell you what it says. Because I don't know what the hell it says. And my head is hot, by the way. I might have to break out my Faloofa the King, or I might have to fan. But it says, Bourbon Crunch with a splash of vanilla, hand-packed, hand-mixed, handmade since 1991, South Bend Chocolate Company. Again, I bought it at World Market. It says an unforgettable blend of caramel corn drizzled with dark chocolate and a hint of bourbon and vanilla. So that's what it looks like. So y'all are about to have some mic porn. I said mic porn. I did not call it any other name. Oh, you like the word drizzle? Is that sexy to you, drizzle? This is good. And let me tell y'all, I know y'all already know you're going to talk about me because y'all always talk about me. And you talk about like y'all always yucking my yum. Whatever. I don't really like popcorn. Not the flavor. I don't really like popcorn because it always gets in my teeth. And that's very annoying to me. But anyway, this is very good. That chocolate drizzle, y'all, this is bumping. I like it. On a scale from 1 to 5, I give this a 5. Okay? So Bourbon Crunch with a splash of vanilla. This is a winner. This is a winner. Okay. So what? Wait a minute. What is happening? The Mrs. Sweet Tea and Locke, what y'all talking about? Cameras and porn and what? What's happening in here? Okay. And then people keep saying, drizzle. Is drizzle a good word? Drizzle isn't like moist, right? Like some people like moist and some people really, they got a thing about moist. Drizzle, if something is drizzling, that sounds good to me. I'm going to just tell you. But I like moist, too. I ain't mad at moist. So, I mean, I'm just going to say. Yeah, and I guess it does depend on where it's drizzling from. Because, you know, if it's drizzling from... Yeah. Okay. So, if it's drizzling from... the man parts, we might not want that. We might need to go see about that because we might not want that. Depending on what is drizzling, right? Doesn't it matter what's drizzling? And then if something is drizzling from the woman parts, that might be a good thing, right? Because it's moist. You know, coochie and cornbread, moist cornbread. Yeah. Okay. So I give this a 5. So, okay. So I also have some salty snacks. So these are Bourbon Quinoa Chips. Look at that. So if you did not know, that word is pronounced quinoa, not quinoa or quinona or whatever the hell y'all been calling it. It's quinoa. That's how you say that. Bourbon barbecue quinoa. Okay. So I'm going to try these. This is called the Daily Crave. Let me put on my glasses so I can read. The Daily Crave. They are gluten-free, plant-based, 4 grams protein per serving, non-GMO. So I guess this is like some healthy shit. And it's kosher. Okay. No artificial flavors, no hydrogenated fats, 0 trans fats, perfect for dipping. Now what we dipping these in? Just okay. All of that, right? Now, I'm going to just tell you, when shit have all of that on there and it just be sounding like super healthy, in my mind, I think bean sprouts. I don't like bean sprouts because bean sprouts just taste too green and healthy to me. I don't want that in my life. This is what I'm thinking. But I'm going to try these for you all because I love you. So we're going to see. I think it's code word for not good. Yeah. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I don't know about this. Okay, kind of surprised me. These are good. These are actually good. So, I didn't think they were going to be good. Because I thought all of that healthy shit, all of that lack of 0 trans fat, all of that 0, 0, 0, 0, it was going to taste like 0. Nothing. These are really good. So they got some writing on the back. Right? A whole bunch of writing. It's like a damn thesis on the back. It says, Lord have mercy. Royal, I don't think I can read all this. I'm not going to read all of it. But it says something about a royal decree, ancient scroll analyzed. And it's about quinoa. And how Queen Maya Maria said to her people, eat quinoa, don't eat cows. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's a whole bunch of writing that I'm not going to read. Then it says, just in, breaking news, uninvited guests loot ancient treasures. Okay, first of all, I got these for $3 at Marshall's. I think they were like $6. But that's the back of the bag. It's a lot of stuff. It says the Daily Crave, breaking news. So, yeah, these taste better than I thought. I'm not going to lie. A lot better than I thought. And of course, it says you can have like 21 chips for 150 calories. That's what it says on here. So yeah. Okay. So Keoghs said he's gonna be the judge of it. He's gonna taste these quinoa, whatever the hell they are, chips. So okay. So is this my Mike Porn crunchy chips? Yeah. Okay. Malik said it. Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and Ross, they have really good snacks for cheap. Check them out. Check out the food section. Now, always look at the bag and make sure it's not expired, because sometimes they do sell expired shit. But for the most part, you can get some really, really good stuff there. So this came, like I said, they were on sale for $3 at Marshall's here in the Atlanta area, in Edgewood. So these are good. I like those. All right. Now I got some other salty stuff, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So I found some chocolates. Hey, Crazy Berry Town. I told you guys that chocolate and whiskey together are like, it's like phenomenal. Like you wouldn't even think it. But look what I found. Fireball whiskey chocolates. And I found Bailey's original Irish cream chocolates. And that's what that looks like. So we're going to try these. I've never had either one of these. Now I'm going to tell you guys, chocolates filled with shit in the center. Y'all take it and run with it. I don't like stuff to be filled with stuff in the center, like jelly donuts and creamed. I don't like donuts. But you bite that and the stuff be gushing all out. I don't like that. But for y'all, I'm going to try it. Okay. And did I tell y'all I didn't give my rating on the quinoa chips? What word? I give them on a scale from 1 to 5. I actually give those like a 4. I think they were very good. Very, very crisp. Yeah, gushing out the mouth. Yeah, I don't like all of that. So anyway, let's try this chocolate though. Let's do that. Yes, that is what I said, Mrs. Sweet Tea. So this is the Fireball. All right. So that's what it looks like wrapped up. That's what came out of that little tub. And those were about $6 per container. And I actually got those at Walmart, at the Wally. So, and they're by a company called Turin, Turin. And all of that is in my Stream Elements. So that's what it looks like. I'm a little nervous about this, but we're going to do this for the peoples. Okay. Cruz said it looks like the tip. I hope the tip is bigger than that. I'm going to just say that. That's just me. But anyway, okay, this is the reason why I made a face. It had like some Fireball tasting whiskey in the center of it. It was liquidy. And I did not like that. I didn't like that gushing in my mouth. I didn't like that. Okay. I don't want to bite something and then it gushes. I say bite. Bite is the key word. Sucking something and it gushes is something totally different. Just saying for the record. I didn't like that. Okay. But the liquid that was inside did remind me of Fireball. It had the cinnamon whiskey taste, and I'm okay with that. So on a scale from 1 to 5, for me, the chocolate was good. The Fireball tasting filling was good. I got to give that like a 4. Yeah. It was... I didn't like that. I just didn't like that sensation. Now, again, if you suck something and it gushes, that's different for me. But I don't want to bite it and it gushes. No. Let's try the Bailey's. It was it was pleasant. I guess it was a pleasant, like you bite down, but that just... That's just a no for me. All right. Hey, Jordan Williams Gaming. I met you earlier today in Uncle Diddy's chat. And he told me he was going to drop by, or she. I'm sorry. I don't want to be presumptuous. But thank you, Jordan Williams Gaming, for coming by and following me. I appreciate you. And welcome to Brown Whiskey Woman. I am Lisa the X, a.k.a. Brown Whiskey Woman, Executive Bourbon Steward. And I'm trying some shit today. So, okay, so this is the Bailey's chocolate. That's what that container looks like. And this is what it is. This is what it looks like wrapped up. So we're gonna see. Okay. I hope it's not gushy on the inside. Can I just say that? Yeah. Okay. So, Cruz, does that look like the tip too? Again, I hope the tip's bigger than this. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway. All right. Hey, Big Stove. How you doing? Okay. This was better. Okay. I couldn't really show you the other one. Maybe I'll eat another Fireball and we'll see. But do you all see how that is in the inside? It's not liquid. It's just caramelish, creamy-ish, whatever. Like Bailey's. I'll see that? This is good. I like this one better. I'm trying to determine if it really tastes like Bailey's. No. It doesn't really taste like Bailey's to me. And I like Bailey's. I'm a fan of Bailey's. But it has good texture. It's good chocolate. And I like it. So on a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give this a 4 also. Only because it doesn't really taste like Bailey's to me. So you're asking, is it nougat moist? Yes. It's more like a Three Musketeers sort of nougaty kind of taste. So yeah, that's what I would say. Now, let me look at this Fireball. Okay, because I want to see if I can show this liquid that's in the inside of it. I'm not saying I'm gonna eat this, but I'm putting the towel down. Catch the moisture because we don't want the wet spot. Nobody wants the damn wet spot. And on that note, there we go. So, okay, I'm gonna try to bite this and we're gonna see. Okay, can y'all see that? You see how it's moist and wet on both sides of that chocolate center? And I know the 8th grade people in here with me, because my mind just went there. Y'all went 1,000 places, didn't you? Yes, Fireball makes candy, Big Stove. So cold. But y'all see that? So that's what it's like. That's the, and you see like it's all dripping on my finger. The flavor is fine. It's just that it's a texture thing for me. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, when you need a towel for candy, that is kind of crazy. I mean, it's moist, it's wet. I don't want K-Lock to like kick me out of here. I mean, last week it was like, don't set my studio on fire. We survived that. So this week, you know, I'm not trying to flood it pretty much with candy. So, yeah. Flavor-wise, it's good. Okay. So, Big Stove came from Walmart, the W, as I used to call it before it got known as the Walls. This is what it looks like. Turin is the brand. They make Bailey's. They probably make some other ones also. Okay. I want to make sure I was turning it right. I see you lot. And he bust out laughing. Fireball. That's the other one. And I'm sure they probably have others, right? They probably have others. But anyway, so those were the chocolates. So I gave both of those a 4. So all of the snacks that I've tried actually thus far, I've liked, right? I thought they were pretty good. All right, so now we're going to try some potato chips. Now, again, y'all, go ahead. Get ready to talk about me. Judge me. Told you I didn't really like popcorn because it always gets in my teeth. I don't really like potato chips. They're okay to me, but they're just not, they ain't my thing. You know, like they ain't my jam. That's just me. I don't hate them, but they're just, if somebody said, Lisa, you can never have potato chips again and for the rest of your life, I'd be like, bet. I'm good with that. So anyway, this is what the bag looks like. It's called Keoghs Irish Potato Chips, Irish Whiskey Barbecue. Again, these came from World Market. Now, these potato chips were not cheap for potato chips. They were about $7. But for the people, I was like, I gotta try them. I mean, Irish whiskey barbecue, gotta do it. Okay, Stormy. I knew somebody was gonna say it. So what do I like? I like a lot of shit. And the thing is, I will try most anything at least once. And if I don't like it, I just don't return to it. That's the thing. But when people say, well, try this, give this a try, I will do it. Almost every cuisine I like. Some of it I've tried and I've been like, I will try it. So it's not a thing of me just like totally turning my nose up at it saying, no, I don't want that. I will try it and then I will make a judgment call afterwards. Okay. But it's a lot of shit I like. Okay. So let's see. And then all of the snacks, I liked them. Even the chocolate. Okay. So that's what the chip looks like. These are good. Okay. I like these. Okay, so let me read the back of the bag. Hey, Rasanoop. It says, our story begins as many a good Irish story does, with a spot of rain, a glimmer of sunshine, and a few acres of the greenest countryside you've ever seen. For hundreds of years, the patchwork fields and deep fertile soil of our family farm have produced the finest potatoes you've ever tasted. And now, generations later, we found a way to turn them into award-winning chips. Chips. Not cheaps, chips. We are Keoghs, a real farming family that goes from crop to chip, grown and cooked with love in Ireland. So these are good. On a scale from 1 to 5, I actually give these a 5. So all of the snacks have been a 4, at least a 4. And these I give a 5. These are really good. They have a nice crisp crunch to them. It says that it's made with Teeling whiskey, which is an Irish whiskey. Thick cut with skins on. That's what it says on the bag, y'all. Thick cut with skins on. Take it however you want. Grown and cooked to our family farm. So highly recommend these. And I would say these are probably worth the money spent on them. All right. So what y'all think? Hey, Stirs, how are you today? Stirs, you always had that knack for just coming in, at that special moment. Just saying, that very, very special moment. So those are the snacks that I tried, but we're voting? What? Cruz said are we voting? What are we voting on? What do y'all want to vote on? You want to vote on? I mean, y'all didn't get a chance to taste them, but what we voting on? Cruz, tell me what we're voting on. While you're talking about what we're voting on, I do have something else. I have another snack. And I am actually going to MacGyver this shit up. Okay? And when I say MacGyver it up, I watched the pioneer woman, Ree Drummond, if you all are familiar with her on Food Network. I love her cooking. So she made this whiskey sauce to put over top of ice cream. And it had a lot of steps in it, and I'm sure it's delicious. And one day I will make it from scratch. Don't mind that. But I thought, let's semi-homemade it. Okay, let's just MacGyver it up and just make it into something. So I found this. This is caramel butterscotch sauce. And I am going to be adding a little bit of whiskey to this. I'm sure you could heat this up and it would be absolutely delicious on some ice cream. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to mix up some stuff, some maple syrup into it, some whiskey, and this caramel butterscotch sauce. And we are going to see what it comes up. And I got some ice cream. So we're going to try this out. This is Stonewall Kitchen. This came from TJ Maxx. I think it was about $5. I think it was $4.99 or $5.99. But it sounded really good. Now, I bake and I cook. So I'm pretty good at kind of identifying what might be good without per se having a recipe, but I kind of can say these flavors probably would go well together and we probably can create something out of this. So I believe that this is going to be good. So I am going to do this as, you know, we make our drink. And I think this is going to be delicious. So we're going to have a little bit of ice cream and then we're going to make a couple of drinks. So Cruz, tell me, what are we voting on again? What? Circumcised or uncircumcised? I see that in it. What is happening? What is happening in here? Is that what the hell we voting on? Do we like circumcised or uncircumcised? Is okay. What? Okay, I missed a lot, obviously. Okay. Do I want to know? Like, somebody tell me if I want to know. We talked about peen. We got peen in there. Cruz is okay. Cruz said no. What happened? Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Like, I missed a lot and I was told to disregard, but like, now I want to know, right? Blue Majesty is going to the corner, dragging her chair behind her. We talking about peen. Hey, sincere to DJ. You walked in right on time. See, this is why I had to put a disclaimer on this. Okay. I just officially got hot. I had to take the hat off. Woo, okay. I got on this broad. It lights up. I mean, shit's happening in here. Yeah. I mean, stirs and disclaimer. I mean, okay. Okay, Lock and Key told you to relax because you like thick. All right. So I'm not even going to ask how did we wind up here because we always wind up here. We started off here. This is where we started off. Okay. Sama said you have to take the hat off for uncircumcised peen too. So again, this is... You know, I mean, I have a discussion question that has absolutely nothing to do with any of this. Nothing to do with this. And it almost seems utterly ridiculous to even put what my discussion question is up for you all. But we're going to go for it anyway. Okay, we're going to go for it. I have a discussion, a 3-minute discussion. That's what we put up while I go upstairs and get ice and ice cream and all of that. I mean, should we even bother? I don't know. We got the discussion discussed. Locke, I guess go ahead and show it and we'll just see where it takes us because this is about the oddest or the most unusual Christmas gift you've ever received. And I don't know, obviously y'all get peen that's wearing a Santa hat and thickness and yeah. So I'll be back. I'll be back. Yep, that's all I got. Okay, can I just say this, Stormy? You get the prize, okay? Because I don't care what anybody else typed in this damn chat. You get the prize for that, okay? You get the prize because your whole family got sex toys. So, yeah. So, So y'all put hearts and claps and, you know, whatever else emote you want to put in the chat for Stormy because you did that, girl. You did that. So, yeah. Because, yeah. So, I have gotten a very unusual gift that was along the lines of what Stormy got, but it was just me. I was the only person who got it. And yeah, I got it. Somebody gave me a dildo. And it was made out of glass. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not putting nothing glass down there. I'm sorry. I'm not. So I was like, is this supposed to be like an object d'art? Or what is this supposed to be? Because nothing glass is going down there. I'm sorry. So yeah, exactly. Did they want me to cut my coochie? No cornbread and coochie. They wanted me to cut my coochie. So yes, and it was very large and all of that. And I was like, the hell? Like, the hell? What kind of damn gift is this shit? So yeah, I don't know, Stormy. I don't know if it was supposed to be functional, go on display or whatever. I mean, I just put it to you like this. It was on display for a long ass time because it was definitely a conversation piece. And then unfortunately, I had it for probably about, I'm going to say a good 6 or 7 years. And then when I was moving from one apartment to another apartment at that time, unfortunately in the move, it broke. Okay. It got broken. So that was the end of that. The Mrs. Sweet Tea, I don't know. He may have been shooting his shot. And if he did, I totally missed that shit because my reaction to that was not bow chicka bow bow. It was more like, the hell? What the hell is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Because it was a male that gave it to me. But yeah, but I had it for a long time. We were friends. I didn't think we was friends like that. He thought it was funny. I was like, the hell? I mean, I don't know. But I did. I kept it like out in my, living room area for a long time. And people used to come over and they used to be like, wow, like, that's really cool. And it was purple, which is my favorite color. But yeah, that's what he gave me. So there we go. And lights. So here we go. So yes, stirs. It's not so much that I was questioning the shotitude of it. It's not that. I know it was a shooting his shot type deal. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I mean, I really, it's too bad that I don't have it still because I really would love to show this to you all. And I'm not even gonna lie. I would show it. But when I tell y'all, it was probably like the size of this thing, right? Like in circumference. Is that the right word? Circumference. That's your favorite color too, Blue Majesty. See, I knew I liked it, you. It was probably about like, yeah, it might even been bigger than this. And it was made out of glass. It had, balls attached to it on the base and everything. And then it sat up and it had like a slight lean curve to it. I don't know how you want to, describe that. I mean, it was a dick. I mean, it's no other way and it was purple. And it looked really cool, but I just was like, and it was wrapped beautifully. Like he probably went to Macy's or someplace and had it professionally wrapped. Anyway, it had a slight curve to it. I mean, yeah, I got no problem with the curve, but I'm just saying, because, curve can like do things, but yeah, that was it. And like I said, it was, and then he gave it to me and we're opening it. And it's like a group of us opening these gifts and everybody else had like a regular type gift, like a scarf or some gloves or whatever. And then I said a curve, not a hook, a curve. I was like, opening mine, and like I said, it was so beautifully wrapped, and it was all this tissue paper, and then it was that. But Stormy, your story of everybody getting, like you said, people got pocket pussies. They got, I mean, it was a whole group of y'all. You know, it wasn't just, yeah. I'm sorry. That's going to be like a deflection, redirection back to you, Stormy. So anyway, we about to make some sauce. Yep, that's what I said. So we're using this caramel butterscotch sauce, caramel or caramel, and I got a little bit of ice cream here. And let me get my towel because it's dripping. Yeah, I said that. Y'all talk amongst yourselves on that. Dripping. So we're going to take a little bit of this sauce, this caramel sauce. Ooh, I guess it really did need to be microwaved. Y'all see how thick that was? It's a lot thicker than I thought. Just saying. Okay. Anyway, and we are going to put a little bit of whiskey in this. And I'm imagining you could use like cinnamon or whatever you want. But I'm going to put a little bit of maple syrup. That's just a small container of maple syrup because, again, I stole this from, you know, Pioneer Woman. So I'm sort of modifying a little bit. But we're going to add just a little bit. And I'm winging this. You know, there's no like real measurements to it or anything like that. And then I'm going to use my jigger for the whiskey part. And I'm going to use my whiskey that I've been drinking here. And I'm putting like, I think I'll do a whole jigger. And I'm going to stir that around a little bit, give it some consistency. That's a little bit easier. And again, I'm sure if you microwave this, which I do not have a microwave down here, but putting a little bit in there and we're going to stir it around and give it more of a consistency that can go over top of the ice cream because we're making a sauce. Now, I also have some vanilla syrup. And I'm thinking I'm just going to add just a teeny tiny bit of that to sort of offset the whiskey a little bit because, of course, the whiskey can be strong. And I did put a whole jigger in there. So, a little splash there. Put that to the side. And you all can see that the whiskey and the maple syrup sort of softened up the consistency a little bit. Okay. All right, and we are scribbling notes yet again. So I'm going to pour just a little bit of this over top of some vanilla ice cream, Häagen-Dazs to be exact. And I think that this is going to be pretty good. That's just my thought. Especially for a little hack. So we'll see. That is good. So we got caramel, butterscotch, little bit of vanilla, whiskey, little bit of maple syrup, mixed all that together, and it made a delicious whiskey sauce. So, yeah, this is good. This is really good. This is a good homemade hack. So shout out to Ree Drum and Pioneer Woman for giving me this idea. And just so you guys know, I got some sauce left. So if K-Log wants to taste this, he can taste it. And maybe he can give you guys a little review on it. But this is good. Very sticky. Sticky yum yum. but very good. It's the caramel, of course, that makes it sticky. But this is good. This is tasty. And the whiskey is softened up by the maple syrup and the vanilla, so it doesn't have a bite. And you know, I told you all that I thought this whiskey would be really good in a cocktail. It's really good in this sauce. So there we go. Now I got to eat this because we don't want it to melt. Okay, so Malik is in the corner because what? He's playing with a pocket pussy. Is that what it is? Or you said you didn't know what it was? Malik, come on now. You're a bra expert. How do you not know? Okay, everybody in here knows, right? Okay, he knows. Or because you are a bra expert, you only know about the tits. Is that what we're saying? And you don't know about the nether regions? Is that what we're saying here? Miss Sweet Tea said they know. So I would ask this, but I'm not going to ask this. But I said we weren't going to swing on the pole tonight. I said we weren't going to do that. But Cruz, maybe we should swing on the pole tonight. Should the pole be... Nah, that's a stupid question. I was going to say, should the poll be who has indulged with sex toys or participated or had partnerships with sex toys? But I think that's a stupid question. Because y'all in here with me. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, LaWanda said ask. Ask. Okay, so Cruz, wrap your mind around that. However you want to word it, go for it, girl. Just go for it. And the lights go off. So, yeah. So, damn. Hey. Lock. Anyway, see, Malik said in his class, and he is an 8th grade teacher, there are no silly questions. So, yeah. So, Stormy, you say yes. Can you wear the nipple fringes while we're on the pole? Oh, definitely, girl. You can do whatever you want. You got some 6-inch heels that light up, too? Wear them bitches. Wear that. Okay? How many women in here been to the strip club? Like, you know, where the women perform. I've been to many strip clubs. I find it to be very entertaining. I really do. I mean, them women in there, they got skills, y'all. They can do some shit. It's impressive. I'm like, you go, girl. I ain't mad at you. Okay, so we got let's indulge with sex toys. Me, I, us, we. Is this really a question? I love you, Cruz. I love you. See? This is why my mods are my mods. Okay? This is why Cruz is my mod. This is why London is my mod. This is why K-Lock is my mod and my executive producer. Because we think alike. Okay, so Malik says strip clubs bore him, honestly. Yeah. Now, it ain't nothing I want to do like every weekend or no shit like that. I'm not saying that. I just find them to be entertaining, and when the women are like really entertaining. I just say that. All right, so that was very good. Yay. Number 5 on the whiskey sauce. Excellent. And I made that up on the fly. Kind of. All right. So let's get into these drinks, y'all. But we are doing the poll. Come on, vote. Vote, y'all. We got me, we. I like the we. So the we, I guess, would be when you have other people that are kind of helping you with the sex toys, which that right there, that can be a thing, y'all. Can I just say this? It's a lot of men out there, and men, I am talking to you, that are intimidated by the sex toys. Don't be intimidated by that. That is an enhancement to your sex life, okay? You're not competing with something that has batteries. You can join in with something that has batteries. The possibilities are endless. Trust me. Okay? So if you have hangups about that, hang that shit up in the closet someplace and close the door, because we don't need that in our life, okay? We don't need that. Hang it in a front hall closet where the coats are. We don't need that shit. We don't need that, okay? Enhancements, accoutrements, extras, things that can just bring something else. We need that variety. Okay, so me, who has indulged with sex toys? Me! And the answer is me! So yes, there we go. So let's get into some drinks. Thank you, Cruz, for putting the poll up, and thank you for being creative with the poll. So we're gonna make something. So you see these little peppermint cups? These are actual peppermint little shooter cups. I got these from the Dollar No Mo store. I did say the Dollar No Mo store because nothing costs $1 there, no mo. So I got these because I just like the way that they looked. And they have a little plastic portion on the bottom of it. I don't know. It won't come off. Oh, there it is. So it has that on the bottom of it. Now, Cruz, this really looked like a tip. Just saying. Goes on the bottom of it. And that will keep it standing upright. Okay. And you can put whatever you want to put in these. Right. And Salma said probably so it won't leak as well, which is also another thing. So what I thought, it would be great to do like some little shooters in these. And you can do whatever you want. You can be creative. But of course, I thought, hey, let's do some peppermint schnapps. Right? That would be appropriate. We can do that. And then we're going to do some chocolate. Now, you can just do just chocolate if you want. But I have Godiva chocolate liqueur. And I thought mixing these two, the peppermint and the chocolate, I thought that would be good. That would be tasty. So let's do it. We're going to see what it tastes like. Ooh, that gurgle. I like that. I don't know what it is about that gurgle that I like, but it's something. So I just put the peppermint schnapps in there. And there. So now I'm pouring up my Godiva chocolate. I just topped it off with that. And I thought it would be really cute. I don't have any, but if you wanted to top it with like some whipped cream or something like that, you could do that. And then this is our little peppermint shot. So it's peppermint and chocolate. And I thought this would be good. So cheers. If you have the cheers emote, please put it up. There you go. Okay, wait a minute. We got church references going on here. The Rose, John Henry. Wait a minute, sirs, you done challenged the Rose, John Henry style, and live to tell the story. Are we talking about Rose as in the vibrator, the Rose? Is that what we talking about? Wait a minute. Can we, did I miss something again? See, when I be making drinks, y'all be over there just talking all type of shit that I just totally miss. So Stir's talking about he has challenged the Rose, John Henry style. And what else? I see, child, I don't know. Ooh, nice. Us, we, he, them, the tip. The Rose don't play fair. The Rose don't play fair, but damn. Damn. Listen, women, if you don't own a Rose, you are missing something in your life that is important as a motherfucker. Okay? It's important. Just know that. Trust me. So there we go. Blue Majesty, Psalmist, Stormy. It's always y'all's fault. If it's not your fault, it's my fault, or Cruz's fault, or London's fault. It's always somebody's fault. So that's what we do here. But anyway, that Rose is fair as hell. It's better than fair. You know, they say it's a difference between fair and favor. The Rose shows favor. Here to tell you. Anyway, so cheers, y'all. Put the cheers emotes up. Let's do it. That's good. The peppermint schnapps and the chocolate together. This is delicious. Ooh, I like it. So think about if you had a party, how cute these would be. Really, really cute, right? $1.25 each. Peppermint schnapps is probably about $12. The Godiva chocolate, it is one of the better chocolate liqueurs. This one is probably about $40, but you could get a cheaper one because they have other chocolate liqueurs. Mix it together, really, really cute. And the thing is both of these are like the schnapps and the chocolate liqueur, not a high proof or anything like that. So nothing that's gonna like just have your guests like, you know, falling out all over the place. But you gotta watch yourself because they're sweet and it could be a thing. Hey, DJ King Jam, how you doing? And hello, not your average guy. He is back. So yeah, we talking about drinks, sex toys, all of that. I'm doing a little bit of it too, not your average guy. So we all indulging. Hey, Bearded Baritone, how you doing today? Okay, so our other drinks. So I want to talk to you all about Bourbon Cream. So Bourbon Cream is something a lot of makers make it. So I have a bottle. Now this one is left over from last year. This is called Georgia Bourbon Snow Cream. That's the reason why the bottle looks like that, because it's left over from last year. You don't have to refrigerate it or anything like that. And we're going to use the last of it. But this is distilled and bottled by the Moonrise Distillery in Clayton, Georgia. So this is distilled from corn. It's a bourbon product, but they add cream to it, you know, and they call it snow cream. It's a small batch. It's only 30 proof. Okay. Now this is what I like instead of eggnog, because I told you all last week, I do not care for eggnog, not a fan of it at all, but I do like bourbon cream. Now, let me show you another brand of bourbon cream that we might wind up using. This is Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. They make one as well. It's very, very good. They use real cream in it. And the bourbon, and it gives it a really unique kind of indulgent flavor. Very, very good. And it's a great holiday drink, but of course it's a great drink that you can have anytime. Again, 30 proof. So not a lot, but it is great with drinks. And if you don't like eggnog, or even if you do, this would be a great thing for you to try. Okay. So I'm going to use the last of mine last year, and I'm going to concoct a drink. I said concoct. So my garnish is my little straw. See my little striped straw there? Looks, you know, like a little candy cane. I thought that it would be, you know, real cute. So anyway, we are going to mix this up in a cocktail shaker. And yes, I do. I saw that, Stormy. I do drink it. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use my jigger for this because I am trying to give you guys a little bit of a recipe, right? So I'm going to pour my bourbon cream in there. Okay. I mean, me and this shaker with this handle on it. This jigger. I don't know. It's odd. So I did 1 shot of the bourbon cream, and I think I'm going to do a real shot of whiskey also, because I want to add a little moxie to my drink. All right. Because the bourbon cream, again, it's only like 30%. So I'm thinking it might need a little kick. So I'm going to use our original Irving. That gurgle. Again, I like it. So I poured that in because I think that would be really good. And then I'm going to add some cinnamon flavor. So you all might recall I did a whole stream on cinnamon whiskey. And this Jim Beam was one of my favorites. So this is Jim Beam Kentucky Fire. And this is a cinnamon infused whiskey by Jim Beam. I am not really a big fan of Jim Beam, but I really like this. Hey, Prodigy, how are you today? So I felt like maybe the cinnamon might add a little something. So we got our bourbon snow cream. We got a little bit of whiskey in there. And then I'm just going to do like a half a jigger of the cinnamon because I gotta drive up out of here. Plus, I don't want it to be overpowered with cinnamon. And you could always add more or less to this, depending on your taste. Totally depends on what you like. Because again, I'm making this up on the fly, just like you would make it up on the fly. Or you would just copy me, one or the other. And then I am going to shake this up. Give it a nice little blend, about a good 30 seconds. I'll usually do it. And then I'm thinking, let's do a couple of pieces of ice in here. This is my drink, so I can touch the ice. And I could have doubled that if I wanted it to be full, I guess, right? You put my little straw in there. You could put it in a low ball glass or a low rocks glass. And then we can have some cinnamon for our garnish, right? So we can stick that in there. And then that's our drink. And I called it the cinnamon cream cocktail. I really didn't have a name for it. Again, a lot of these things I create, I need to like work on maybe some creative names or have you all work on some creative names for it for me. I don't know, but something like that. But anyway, there we go. So this is our cinnamon cream cocktail. So let's taste it. Okay. So this is what I would do to remake this. I think I would just go with the Jim Beam cinnamon and the bourbon snow cream. I don't think that I would add the whiskey because the whiskey kind of gave it a bite that I didn't really like. So yeah, I'm going to say that's a no for me. But I think that would be the modification I would make, is that maybe I would do the cinnamon whiskey and then do the snow cream. So note to self, okay? No, I did not like it as much as I like the peppermint. But snow cream on its own is really, really good, or bourbon cream on its own is very tasty. I also want to tell you about another bourbon cream, and I talked about this before. This is an apple pie flavored bourbon cream. I bought this on the discount shelf. It's called Woody's, of all names, right? But this is really good. And I think I paid about maybe $11 or $12 on it. I do encourage you to go to your discount area of your local liquor store and see what they have. Just because it's discounted doesn't mean that it is a bad thing. Hey, L7 Kings, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. And I see Prodigy came in here. Prodigy, I know I spoke to you, but hey, Maine, what's up? But I'm also thinking that maybe these little, peppermint cups might be good with the apple pie bourbon. So I'm going to try that. Again, that gurgle. Because the peppermint does give it a little bit of flavor. So, cheers, y'all. I like it. I like that. I can taste the peppermint, too. I think my favorite was the peppermint schnapps and the chocolate together. And I'm going to say, for the cocktail, I think I would have gone with just the Jim Beam cinnamon and a bourbon cream. Okay. So it's my recommendation. So the shooters, both of the shooters, I'm going to give those 5s. My drink itself, I need to make some adjustments to give it a better rating. I think the way that I did it, I would have a do-over on that. But anyway. So that's what we got going on today, y'all. We tasted some snacks. Most of the snacks got like 5s or 4s. My shooters got 5s. My drink itself, needs some work, needs a little bit of adjustment. We've been in here talking about tips and peen and gushers and I don't know, all manners of things and sex toys that people give for Christmas and glass dildos and the rose and how the rose is really rosy. We've been talking about all of that. So yeah, we've been talking about, stuff. So let's talk about what's next. December 28th, which is next Thursday, is my New Year's show. So I will be doing some special New Year's drinks. I think that's going to be really, really fun. I don't know if the bra's coming back next stream or not. Hey, Miss KB. Unless I can figure out a way to fix it up. I mean, I think y'all, the bra has had its the bra has had its run. Don't y'all think the bra has had its run? Like I do. I do. And if y'all didn't hear the story about the bra, just quickly, very quickly, I went to a store, bought this bra for the stream last week because Malik Stone and I were talking about bras. I'll notice that the bra is like underneath my boobs, right? Like it's major spillage. The whole tit is out. So when I bought it, I asked the woman, I said, what sizes does this come in? They were like in a barrel with these panties attached to it. I showed y'all the panties last, them little teeny tiny panties. Anyway, she said, well, there's some larges in there. So this is a large. And she said, I have the reverse problem. Like usually I can't find one that's small enough to fit me. So I was like, basically her chest is like an ironing board with 2 nipples on it because this is what I got, and you got, and she was like, well, it's supposed to be like a demi cup. Hey, lockdown. It's supposed to be like a demi cup. And like to give you, I'm like, this is like no cup. This is like just an underwire underneath the boob, basically. Anyway, this is what we got. And there I am in my full glory yet again. So yeah, she had 2 ant bites. They might have been, you're right, they weren't even mosquito bites. So there we go. But next week, I'm going to be talking about New Year's stuff. We're going to get into the new year and next year, 2024, I'm super excited about it. I want to tell you guys I have some great things planned. There will be a show with Fro. London Michelle and I will be with Fro and we're going to be trying some different things. If you all don't know about Club Fro, tune in on Sundays at about 6:30ish EST. Club Fro is a whole vibe here in Atlanta. I know DJ LV is going to be a guest. Uncle Diddy's going to come back. Malik Stone, you got an open invitation. You can come back whenever you want. Crazy Berrytown is going to come on. We're going to talk about some charcuterie boards and some day drinking wine and stuff. She does all kinds of cool stuff. So make sure you follow her. Make sure you follow DJ Malik Stone. Follow Club Fro. Follow Uncle Diddy. Y'all got a snippet of him in his pink fur coat, his pank fur coat. Let me correct that. So we got a lot of stuff. Also, I want to put you all on alert that in February, I undertake this thing. And I'm just going to give you a little bit about it. And it is called 29 Gifts. So 29 Gifts is about random acts of kindness. And it's based on a book that I read about 7 or 8 years ago where this woman decided that for 29 days, she would give away something to someone. And it's not always like a tangible gift, but it could be a smile. It could be opening the door for someone, but just a random act of kindness. And I have done it consecutively for 8 years. And I choose the month of February because February has 28 days, or 29 if we have a leap year. But the basis of it, or the purpose of it, is to really get you out of yourself. And there's a leap year next year, so that's perfect. And it helps you to focus on other people and really gets you in the habit or the framework of random acts of kindness. And when people say random acts of kindness, we're talking about things that you are not expecting a return upon. A lot of times people do things and they're doing it because they want something back. And I am such an advocate of being good to people for the sake of being good to people. So this is something that I'm going to be asking you all to participate in with me. You journal what you give away. But then the more important thing is you journal what you receive. Because what you get in your life organically, not because you're expecting anything, is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that a lot more when we get ready to do it in February. And I really hope that you all will take it on as a project with me. So I want to tell you, like I always do, I never take your time for granted. I appreciate you being here with me. I know you could be a whole lot of places and you're here, and I appreciate that. I love you all so much. December is a really tough month for me because I've had a lot of personal losses with people that I care about, are on the other side, and I always think about them. I miss them. So I want to say to all the people out here that have lost someone, I understand on some level. And if you've not, or even if you have, please reach out and check on your friends, especially the strong ones. Because a lot of times the strong ones are very quietly and silently and sadly suffering. So please reach out and check on your people. Just say hi, send them a text message, a smile, a heart. I feel very fortunate that I have people that do that for me, and I try to do it for others. So please remember, the holidays are not holly and jolly for everybody. Sometimes they're very challenging. So I'm going to encourage you to do that. Hey, Sky, how are you? So just keep that in mind. And I just want to say, like, have compassion for people because, you know, people are complex. You know, we are both light and dark. We're sun and moon, and there's great things about us and some not so great things about us personality-wise. And it's real complicated and convoluted sometimes. It's sometimes easy to love people and not so hard and more difficult to like them, and vice versa. Sometimes you can like them and not love them. But whatever you can do to try to reconcile and have compassion and give people grace and a pass, I encourage you to do that because we're all people and we're just trying to live and be people and life. You know, we're just trying to do our thing. So I just want to say that. In honor, Stir said it, in honor of Stormy Waters, can we do a dildo on a window next year? In honor of Stormy, though, because Stormy gave the absolute best gift ever, right? If y'all missed it, you missed it. Stormy, please look around and see where you would like for us to raid. I would like for you to choose where we're going to raid out. Okay? We're going to get out of here. And I will be back next Thursday, God willing, and the creek don't rise. And choose a place for us to go. We're going to give Stormy a couple of minutes. Stormy, please look around and see who do you want to raid out to, where you want us to go. And I don't know who all is on, but Stormy, that's going to be your job. You look and you see where we're going to go. And while we waiting on Stormy to make up her mind, I'm not going to do this as a poll, but I'm just going to say this. I really should have a contract with the people that make the robes. That's all I'm going to say. Because I believe I could sell that shit. That's what I'm going to say. So, yeah. But anyway, Stormy said, let's go bless Ebony ATL. Yes, let's do that. I love that so much. I love Eb. She was on a raid train. She was on the country Christmas raid train. And she was great. Okay, so I understand that Ebony's about to raid out because she's on the Yacht Life raid train. So, Stormy, you got to pick somebody else because she raids out at 9 o'clock probably because they raid out in an hour. So, okay, you got to pick somebody else because she's going to raid out. But anyway, okay. So let's, take a look around, Stormy. Because they said that Ebony's going to raid out. Okay, give you a minute. Okay. But anyway, y'all, listen. The new year is coming. I want you all to think about what's the new stuff you want to do. And I'm not talking about that get organized and, I'm going to lose 20 pounds and all of that shit. I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about what new adventures are you going to have in your life? Are you going to purchase a rose? Are you going to get a glass dildo? You're going to try some different whiskey? You're going to go out and experience some different cuisine. You're going to try some pho. I mean, what are you going to do different? Because I feel like the new year, that's really what you should be thinking about. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any of that other stuff. It's not. Yeah, organize your closet. Do all of that stuff. Do all of that. I want you to okay, Malik said coochie and cornbread. He gonna try that. We gonna have some Puss in Boots. Okay. Whatever it is, I want you to do all of that, but I want you to think about what adventures you're going to bring. What are you going to do? Okay, Lockdown say he gonna sleep. He gonna get more rest. He gonna sleep. But things, and I'm saying this realistically, pick some things that you can really achieve, that you're really going to stick to and do. But also pick some things that will elevate the palette of your life. Do some different shit, right? That's really what I'm talking about. Whatever that is, try something that you haven't tried before. Even if it's just a restaurant or going to, some type of cultural event that maybe you've never been to before. Maybe you travel someplace you've never been before. But bring some newness to your life. Bring some different things. That's really, really important. So, okay. So London said marketing company, soap, and a crochet business. Stirs says, okay, Puss in Boots, hold the boots. Sounds promising. It does. You missed the song, Stirs. You need to look that up. Lot, can you drop the name and the artist of those two songs real quick? Coochie and Cornbread. You want to add this to your playlist. Coochie and Cornbread and Puss in Boots. And the guy who made Puss in Boots, he has a plethora of songs that you all will enjoy if you like Puss in Boots. So, yeah. So Stormy is looking. Okay. So you said you support DJs. So DJ Antoine is the one that, okay, you're okay with rating, but okay with rating whoever is in your category. No, Stormy, it is your choice. You get to choose. So do you want to go to DJ Antoine? Is that where you want to go? Because if you want to go there, that's where we'll go. Stirs says he is going to study the art of diagnosis. Stirs. Okay, Coochie and Cornbread is by E-Realist. And Puss in Boots is by Wheeler Walker Jr. That gentleman, and I did call him a gentleman, his catalog is out of this freaking world. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, so we're going to go to DJ Antoine 79. Cruise or London, would you please start the raid there. And that boy Drew Gaiman, hey, how you doing? And I want to give a special shout out to everybody that has come into my chat from Uncle Diddy's community. Thank you for coming over here and supporting me. I appreciate it. And thank you, Uncle Diddy, for sharing your folks with me. I appreciate you very much. And again, Love y'all so much. And we're going to get out of here and we're going to go see DJ Antoine. And I have been in his room before. And y'all hang out for a little while and see what he got going over there. And thank you, Stormy. Thank you for choosing the raid. And thank you, K. Marie and Stormy, for my costume design, redesign, upcycle. I appreciate y'all so much. And I will see y'all next Thursday. Okay? We're going to get on up out of here. And yeah, may you have coochie and cornbread and Puss in Boots for Christmas. And Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas. Y'all have a great holiday. Whatever you celebrate, celebrate it. And I'll see y'all next week, next Thursday.